Good evening. My name is Luciana Brown, and I'm with Poppin, Parents of the Panhandle Information Network, and I'm just here to just share some resources with you to help children that have been through the hurricane. As you all know, Florida was really hit hard with Hurricane Irma, and so even whether you were South Florida or North Florida, all of us got the effects of the hurricane. So I would love to extend our prayers on behalf of Poppin to let you know that we're praying for your family. And although that some of us are still experiencing some devastation as well, some are displaced right now, some are without lights and food, some shelters. Some people have lost their homes, and sadly, and most devastating, some has lost their lives. And so we're grateful to be here to serve you still, even though we're still experiencing our own personal mishaps. And so I just want to extend to you a little information that was shared with me by our director on how you can help your children in the event of a hurricane. And so also, I want to also share with you, there are several different things that are going on that are actually helping our families out, whether you have a family with a special need or you just a family that just needs some help. And so one thing I have found out personally is IRS is extending giving people time. I think it's a 3-month time period where they're actually giving people time to make their payments. They're not charging any interest. Depending on what category you fall in, different credit card companies are giving people a 3-month grace period where you don't have to make any payments, you won't incur any interest or late fees, as well as I found out federal loans for student loans, they're also giving people grace periods. And so there are different resources out there that can help you. And even though we may not be mobile, if you need our assistance, we will do research and try to connect you with whatever resource that we have available in the state of Florida. And so one of the things that I learned personally, I have 5 children. All of them are grown, and I have a 6-year-old. And so during the time that our lights were out, he was very bored. He wanted to play, he wanted to do this, and he's always saying, I'm the baby, I don't have anybody to play with. So one of the things that I found out that was given to me, and he was keep them very active. Most of the time, anxiety and stress is released from kids if they're playing, if they have something to do, so they're not so agitated about what's going on around them. Another thing that I was able to find out, and so I have a list here that I'm going to be looking at. I understand that trauma reactions vary wide range for children. And so children may regress, demand extra attention, and think about their own needs before the needs of others. So natural responses that should not be met with anger or punishment. And so we have to understand that our children are going through things as well as ourselves. So a loving hug or some type of reassurance to let them know that things are going to be okay is very needful. And so also remember that the presence of a sensitive, nurturing, and predictable adult is the most important factor that is needed for the well-being of children during a disaster. A couple of more points were that, sorry guys, a couple of more points to remember is that I found out that as the hurricane started and the different things that were on TV, I tried to shield Joseph from that because I understand that he's very sensitive. You have to know your child. You have to know how they react to certain things. So he's very sensitive. And so he was very concerned about his family. And so I just had to reassure him what was going on. He asked a lot of questions about what is a hurricane, what does it do? And so I explained to him a little bit, but not so much where he would be fearful, to get him to understand step by step what was happening, if the wind was blowing, if he heard noise from the wind. So I also took this time to educate him, which he loves science. So I was able to educate him a little bit about what was going on, which also excited him because he loves science. I made it into an educational event. So I just wanted to stop by to give you some encouragement and let you know that Family Network on Disabilities loves you, Poppin loves you, PSN loves you, This is what's the other one. Penn loves you. Our dads love you, and just understand that we are here for you. Our offices are closed right now down south, but each and every one of us is able to help you in our own way, and we will get to you as soon as possible. So our prayers are with you, and we will continue to do the best that we can to provide resources to you and your family. So I hope that all is well. If you need anything from me, you can contact me on my Facebook page. I may not be able to mobily get to you, but I do everything in my best interest to find resources for you that you may need, whether it's here in Tallahassee, Florida, or down south. So have a great day. Talk to you later.